Thanks for logging on to House of Chappelle TV. I am Rico Chappelle, CEO of the legendary House of Chappelle. In the past 20 years, I've been traveling all over the world with my clients such as Toni Braxton, Candy Bird, Kelly Rowland, and a list of celebrities that I can't even count. And now I'm about to share the secret with you on a web series I call So Like a Pro. Each week I'll teach you a tutorial on a step-by-step rule of how I make anything from a fabulous evening gown to home decor and furnishings, all on a dime. This is So Like a Pro. Thanks for tuning in to House of Chappelle TV. I am Rico Chappelle and you just logged in to So Like a Pro. And today, my guest is my good friend Toya from Married to Medicine. How you doing, baby?
I'm good.
So great. I haven't seen you in a while.
Oh, and I'm sitting here nervous because I'm like, we really about to sew?
Yes, I'm going to teach you how to sew. It's so easy that anybody can learn.
But I haven't seen a sewing machine in I don't know how long. And I'm like tripping because I just know by now they have like a push button.
Girl, no, honey.
Like, where is the push button?
This is the basic sewing machines. So I thought Toya Bush-Harris would be like the perfect guest host for this episode because I've been knowing her for a couple of years from Married to Medicine since I was on the second season. And she has moved maybe about 3 or 4 times. I can't count. Okay, we're going to make a 26 by 26 pillow.
You already cut it. Okay,
yeah, well, it's not cut yet. You're gonna do all. I'm gonna teach you how to do everything from scratch. But I said this would be good for her to know how to make things such as pillows and duvets and things like that, so she can decorate her house and she can, cut that budget. Because I knew that they had like some little tax situations back in the day, so I wanted to help my homegirl out. So I got a yard of fabric, and it was about $6.99.
I thought you was gonna show me like how to hem a dress.
Girl, we finna
When you came to help me hem a dress.
Well, now you ain't gonna need me no more. I thought once I teach you how to do all this. Then we got some cording.
Oh, okay.
And this was about $1. You can finesse the people at the fabric store. It was like $1.50. I got it for like $1.
Oh, okay.
I got
bargaining at the store.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. All right.
Girl, you know about being on a budget, girl.
All right.
Did you take care of them Texas?
I did. I was so excited about that too.
Girl, don't feel bad.
Wait till you see this season of season 6.
Really?
Oh my God. We have this season of season 6 is going to show you what being out of debt and what really staying focused on your budget can do for you.
See, and I'm working on buying a house.
Oh.
And budgeting for me is so extremely hard because when I go in the fabric store, I like to go ham.
That's how I am.
And I can't, baby, I've seen your closet. Her closet is absolutely amazing.
Okay,
so
that's how I am at Neiman's.
So now you'll know how to make all your pillows in your house.
And you know what? But this will help. It's not even that drapery.
Right,
You
true.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like stuff like that. Like, I can use you.
Girl, I'm gonna teach you how to do it yourself.
No, I'm gonna. No. How about you just come over here?
Okay. Well, they say I'm expensive.
Dang. Okay.
So we got a 24-inch zipper,
Okay.
and we have a down pillow foam from IKEA that was only $10.
Okay.
So we're not even over $20 right now. Yeah, I actually met Toya on the show, and it's funny. She's like, her and Dr. Heavily are like the only 2 girls that I talk to on the show these days. So I haven't seen none of the girls in a minute. Like I haven't talked to. It was kind of crazy how I left.
Wait, how did you leave back in there? Okay, so wait.
Well, girl, they didn't want to pay me. Me and Mariah, I did a photo shoot with Quad after I asked Mariah to do the photo shoot. Mariah was busy. I asked Quad. I've been knowing Mariah for about 26 years. I've been knowing Quad for about 20 years. And so I asked Quad, and Quad did the photo shoot. And Mariah sent me this crazy text, how dare you put somebody on your cover before me? And I'm like, what are you talking about? This is business. This is only, Quad is my friend too.
Wait, no, but you were still friends with
Yeah, I was friends with Quad, and I think, I was going through a lot. She was going through a lot. She said she didn't trust me because I was still friends with Lisa Nicole. And I felt Lisa bamboozled me. Lisa set me up.
Wait, Lisa bamboozled?
She set me up. She set me up. She was asking. I didn't know her and Quad was having beef. And fast forward today, me and Quad, we just don't talk because Lisa Nicole just kind of bamboozled I don't even like mentioning her name. She kind of bamboozled me in a question, and I gave an honest answer. And Quad asked me about it, and I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. And then come to find out, I was like, well, yeah, I said it, but I did not say it like that. And she said she didn't trust me anymore. And I just feel when a person don't trust you, I'm not gonna try to make you be friends with me. She asked me a question, and I just was like, yeah, sure. But she brought it up in an argument with her and Quad, and I was like, and Quad called me, I was like, girl, I said it, but I wouldn't mean it like that. And Quad felt some type of way, and then she didn't invite me to her birthday party. And I was like, it is what it is. So I'm taking out the form.
Okay, so
yeah, to let the pillow out, and so you can see.
Oh God, I'm going back to my mom.
Yes.
She told me to fluff the pillows on the couch.
Fluff the pillow. Oh God, your mom did you like that too? Okay, my mom the same way.
Okay.
We got them good old 80s moms,
Yeah,
honey. We
okay.
gotta come home before the lights come on,
Right,
and then we gotta have the whole house clean before she get home for work.
Oh yes.
We're gonna lay this out. We're gonna lay this out, and we're gonna fold it inside out. You know, I text him like, girl, you know, keep your head up, you know, and she'll text me back, thank you. And the last thing I text, I was like, girl, we both need to go out for drinks. And I haven't heard from her because I knew she was going through the separation and she's working, taking. Yeah, so I'm gonna give her a moment. But I think me and her situation is different from me and Mariah's. I talked to Mariah when I moved back from LA, and my friend was still in denial.
What you mean?
She never wanted. She kept saying that I don't know what I did to you. I'm like, girl, we got to go through this. Like, I've admit what I done, just admit. But I think at the end of the day, she was drunk. She don't know, and she's afraid to admit that, baby, I was drunk and I don't know what the hell I was doing, and call it the day.
You know, me and Mariah's situation, it went so far left.
Girl, yes,
so
honey, I'll never forget that silver pocketbook in the pool.
You know what I mean? It was just.
While you're talking, I'm gonna go ahead and cut, because that's easy.
Okay.
The cutting part is easy.
Okay.
So I'm going to make a square. I'm going to make it exactly the size of the pillow, which is 26 by 26.
But shouldn't it be bigger?
One of the reasons I don't want a lot of space in a pillow.
But how are we gonna get the pillow inside?
We got a zipper, honey.
Mariah has grown though.
I
think she has. I think she definitely has. I think it has. I think the seasons without us on Married to Medicine has taken her to a place where, you know, she can look back and really see that, you know, I think for one, she misses her friends.
Right.
You know, I think for two.
Would you really call everybody on there her friend? Because like Dr. Heavenly was just going overboard. Like I live for,
you know, I think that this season, I think this season, you know, they had a lot that they had to talk about. Because you saw how we ended last season.
Oh God, yes.
With the writing on, you know, the drawing on her picture at the reunion.
Baby,
you know,
when
just
I
a lot
mean
of
to tell you that was a lawsuit.
Mother, you know.
That was a lawsuit waiting to happen. I would have sued the hell out of her.
You know, the Yo Mama stuff. It's just.
So is Quad and Mariah doing the same old tune with this whole friendship? Because I'm over it.
So I think the world is over it.
Oh yeah, I don't
think you're the only one that is over it, but I think what you have to understand is that, like we said earlier, even if Mariah can be at a place where she's like, look, I'm over it with Quad, let's move forward.
Right.
Is Quad?
No. Now we're going to measure about 5 inches from the top and bottom to go ahead and put the trim on.
Already?
Yes. I'm going to do one side and I want you to do the other side.
Okay.
So, and with this L square, it's easy to block it all off and to make a straight line. Well, since this chalk won't act right, we're just going to put a little Sharpie, because you're not going to be able to see it no way.
Oh, because it's going on top of it.
Right,
okay.
right. So, okay, your husband lost a lot of weight, right?
Everybody keeps noticing that.
So he has.
But y'all acting like he was this big old watermelon.
You know what? I like me a thick guy, and I love Eugene. And I'm gonna tell you, it went over everybody's head when you was like, the sex is better, his thing is bigger. I'm sorry, Mike.
True?
No, that is true. That is because it hide under that fat up under there. You know what I'm saying? So when they lose that little stomach, they get a little extra 2 or 3 inches.
And that weight and like that, it seems like the weight goes.
Yeah, it does. So, baby, I was cracking up, but I said he went way over.
I don't think Andy saw it. I think he got it. He was like, I hear you.
Right. Well, so I'm going to just go ahead and cut a piece. I'm a pin, and then you can pin the other side.
Okay. Because we went on our 10-year anniversary this year on the show. Okay. So this season was our 10-year anniversary, and can you imagine going into 10 years and still having a marriage that was sexless? You know what I'm saying? Or not even, I wouldn't say sexless, I would just say not at a place where you are, you know, you want to be happy.
Right, exactly.
Like, I know I want to be happy. I'm not going to go another 10 years.
But y'all always been a fun couple. Like, out of all the couples on the show, you guys are the funnest. And then it comes Dr. Simone and Cecil. And the other couples is like, well, I mean, because every time when I was with Quad, I barely saw Dr. G. You know, and I would say out of all of the women on this show, like, I know Quad was a good wife. Like, that house was amazing. It was beautiful. It was clean.
So she kept a good home.
Bro, she kept a good home.
But you got to be able to spend. But the problem is we can keep a good home, but we got to be able to make sure that our relationship is tight. If you don't talk about it, it's going to linger.
And you can't fix it.
And the next thing you know, you're going to have this nice, clean house with no man in it.
Ooh. Are you reading somebody on the show?
No, I'm just saying that's how it happens.
Okay,
that's what happens. When my husband took a job as a physician, I remember when I started feeling like, wow, I'm sleeping by myself at night. Right. You know, and so I'm like, oh, well, let me call my girl over. Can you imagine how comfortable you can get in that? Yeah. Having your girl over every night while your man working, and y'all just chilling, having drinks, and next thing you know, y'all hitting the club scenes. Next thing you know, you just doing everything but being a happy wife.
Okay, now that we have pinned everything down, we are going to move to the sewing machine. I'm going to demonstrate.
You don't want to hand stitch this?
Girl, hand stitches, we're going to take forever. Okay, so now I'm getting ready to do 2 stitches to secure the trim, and I've already put it on the setting. We're doing like a number 8 stitch.
Why number 8?
Because it's fast enough so we can move at an expeditious pace, but it's tight enough to where it holds the stitches tight and secure.
It went over that needle?
Yeah, it goes right over the pin. It's really not hard. You just gotta have patience. And you got 2 boys. Speaking like patience, how are the boys?
Oh my gosh, so school is about to start back. So I'm excited because, you know, my son is going to the 3rd grade.
Oh wow!
And do you remember they were like baby?
Yes, when me and my boyfriend came over there and we was getting ready for the court case. They didn't show that on the television. They didn't show that on air that we went and got prepped.
At Cascade, when we lived on Cascade.
Yes.
And when I tell you this was, my babes have been on Married to Medicine for 6 years.
God,
There were 2 and maybe 6 months.
Yeah.
And it's crazy that now here it is, you know, one is 8 years old and they literally love it. They love seeing themselves, they love talking about Married to Medicine, and honestly, you know, they're so smart.
That's good.
Like this season, we talked about, because I was a part of, you know, some things that's going on with them this season that you're going to see. But they really they stepped up the season too.
But I do wish they show more of Mariah.
Well, so that's the thing. Did you notice that in the promos, her picture is front and center?
Yes, I saw that. I was like, okay, go in, sis.
So she is back, and it's going to be amazing because it's going to be nice to show that, you know, it is great to have mixed family on there.
Yeah,
because that's the reality of being a black woman too.
Exactly.
You don't always end up with a black man.
Right. So I've already put the foot down for you, and all you got to do is hold it with both hands. It's your go.
Oh.
It's your go. Okay. So you're gonna hold it, kind of guide it here, and watch the pins and lightly press, and just sew over it. You think I was gonna do all the work?
I thought you were showing me.
Yeah, I showed you all the time. I mean, no shade, you was running off at the mouth, but it is good tea.
Okay,
and go ahead. Don't be afraid. You got it. Well, you want to hold it like here because you want to make sure it stays on that line. So just press it. You're doing a good job. There you go. There you go. Where do people go wrong in their homes? I think a lot of times, especially renters, I think a lot of renters go wrong in not wanting to make the apartment or home theirs, like painting, like, oh, we're not going to paint because we're not going to stay here that many years, or go ahead and paint. Paint is one of the cheapest things that you can do to change your home and to make it be personalized.
I think I got this.
You got it. You went a little haywire on the stitch, but it's good. For the first time, it is good.
Wait, you trying to tell me I ain't go to straight line?
You was giving very drunk. Okay. So,
I was giving very.
So what you can do now, because I did 2 stitches, so you can tell from the back. See, you went a little, which is okay. See, I did 2 stitches over here, and you did 1 stitch, but I'm finna go ahead and clean you up.
Okay.
I remember a good friend of mine, she moved into this huge, like 4,000 square foot house, but she was shopping as if she lived in an apartment. So all her furniture was very teeny tiny, and she was like, what am I doing? I'm like, girl, stop going to Costco's and get your furniture. You need to go to a real furniture store. So where do you guys, are you guys still in the big house off Paces?
So we left Londonderry. We were over there, we were staying over there, and it was great, but
that house was amazing.
It was a freaking amazing.
Baby, that house.
We have so much fun there. Oh my God,
yes.
Parties. I so enjoyed living over there. But the one thing I'll tell you, that house was a blessing because I thought we needed that much house.
Girl, that's all I told you, really. Girl, this house. You need to go to Restoration Hardware. You need to go to a real furniture store to buy massive furniture because her furniture looked like little dollhouse furniture in this big old massive house. Oh, that was shady.
I really thought we needed that much house. But now I realize that, God was showing me that sometimes you can have a lot and then not do nothing with it. And so he showed me what we really needed so that when he blessed me with it, I could appreciate all the space. Use all the space. Right. Give glory to him, of course. Right. But, I do love the fact that I have an opportunity to see it for myself. Okay. Because I thought that I wanted to have a gated home. But once I got in there, I felt like my kids was kind of like in jail. Right. Like, I really want a gated community. Right. So that they can be a part of, still walk next door. Right. Like, I had my neighbor next door driving over because it was on a busy street. So you don't want to let your kid out to go run. Right. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So she still had to drive next door to drop her son.
Now we're going to take and put the zipper in. So I'm going to show you a trick on a zipper. This is kind of out of your league a little bit. So this
I get to watch this.
But for me, invisible zippers are really, really easy to put in. So what I do, I open the zipper. I was
going to say, we didn't do zippers back in the day. We just stuffed it with cotton, with not even a pillow on it. We had like
the little individual cotton.
Yeah, just a cotton. Stuffed it in there, and then we sewed up the little piece.
By hand. Yeah, I did the same thing. We made a little teddy bear. Okay. So I'm opening the zipper foot, pressing it open, and pretty much this part right here, because you'll sew on that little line. Oh my. I know, right? So.
I think I have a couch with some invisible zippers, and I think this is why nobody wants to fix my zippers.
That's why. I wish you girls the best, and I think it was time for me to move on. And something that Quad had to realize, then I was on the road with Tony Braxton.
Really?
I was flying all over the world. Like when I was taping, I would leave and go fly to Russia or fly to Hawaii or fly to St. Lucia.
That's amazing.
And even Dr. G said, he's on the road with Tony Braxton. Why would he want to make puppy couture clothes? I did it because that was my friend. And I didn't care about being on television because at that time when it was airing, I was like on 6 other shows. Yeah. And I do miss her and Keisha, but the thing was, if I felt like I had more in common with, as we got older with Quad, because we went to the same college, we just experienced the same thing. She's Greek now, I'm Greek. I'm so proud of her being a Delta. She tried so many times.
That's what everybody said. She tried, like, oh, but you know what? The follow through is real.
Yeah, the follow through is real, and they,
Right.
baby,
You want it,
yes,
you know.
and you don't give up. Like, I can really respect her for that, baby. At TSU, them girls didn't play no games.
Oh, I know. I went to TSU.
Yeah, they did.
Yes, I was there in '94.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah, 94. I'm a little bit older than you.
Oh.
I'm sorry, did I just tell me? So yeah, I was there for a couple of years, and I left and came home.
Okay.
And I went to school from Michigan. Cause that bill, baby.
But
that bill. Remember when they sent you that little bill and told you to come on back to the office?
Yeah.
You know, we used to love those refund checks.
Yeah.
But baby,
I'm still paying.
Okay, we still paying for those.
So make sure y'all subscribe to this channel and like this video and refer to a couple people that I still gotta pay that.
Right, because we still paying off our. That's the one. But I will say this: that's the one loan that I love and that I never regret. That me and my husband took out, because it did afford us to be where we are today.
Yeah, true. Exactly.
You know, and it has the lowest interest.
Right.
True. And we got some forbearances like a lot. Like,
right.
Thank God for forbearance.
Right. Exactly. So I just put in 1/2 of the zipper.
Okay. So basically, we put half the zipper in.
Yes, half the zipper in.
Sewed it down.
Yeah, sewed it down.
I was watching. And we left the other half loose.
And now we finna to sew the other half on the pillow.
Oh, this is the invisible part.
Yes, invisible.
Which is why we sew half.
Right, exactly.
All right.
I'm just going to necessarily hold it. I don't necessarily have to mark it because it's like a 1/2 inch from the edge.
Okay.
And I'm holding the little part that I pressed open. I'm actually still holding it open so I can just, what we call digging a ditch.
Okay.
Busted wide open, what they say at the strip club.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
And I'm just sewing in a straight line, and pretty much you can see the evenness all over, and I hold it open and go down.
Okay.
And a lot of people can pin this down. A lot of people hand base it down.
Yeah, I would have to pin it down because this would have been all in my way, but you just was like moving it up to the side as you went.
And just imagine working on a big old wedding gown. It's the same concept of putting a zipper in a wedding gown. So pretty much that's the visible zipper. And see, the pattern almost actually lines up.
That is so awesome. And
so now what we do, we just close it up. I like to leave it open so we can flip it inside out. I'm going to sew halfway around, and then I'm going to have you close it up. Girl, yeah. So you be like, yeah.
Yeah, sewing machine not really friends.
Okay, now we're finna do this side. And pretty much, I'm closing here.
Okay.
Do a stay stitch. And it's pretty much a 1/2 inch seam allowance all the way around. So if you had to marry, kill, or shag.
Marry, kill, or what?
Shag.
Shag.
Have sex with.
Oh, okay. Marry, kill, or shag.
Heavenly Quad of Mariah. Marry, kill, or shag. Yes.
Which one? You mean which one would I do what to?
Okay, which one would you marry? Which one would you kill? And which one would you have sex with? Okay, you can do this right here. You can think about that while you sewing 1/2 inch seam allowance all the way down. Just follow the line all the way down.
All right. I would say I would probably marry, kill, or shag.
Marry, kill, shag. I know this a lot.
Right. Someone and thinking at the same time.
The world wants to know. Okay, cool.
I don't know. I guess, okay, I would probably, okay, let me start with the easy one then. I could shag.
So now what we do?
I know the girls so well now, so it's so difficult for me. Because it's like, back in the day, if I was going to joke about it, I would be like, okay, I would probably shag Quad because her body is banging.
Right.
And I would think, and because Quad Quad was one of the people that helped me get my sexy back.
Okay, I got you. Oh, she did? Okay, cool,
so
cool.
she knows how to like play around.
I'm cutting the edges off the pillow so it helps get that good corner.
Okay.
Good corner when we
and so the key is basically all is inside out.
Inside out, pretty much. And I'm turning this right side out. Get those corners good. Okay, so you would shag quad.
Right, and so as far as killing someone, you know.
Girl, that's just so heavily on out into the river, girl.
See, but that's the thing,
with some dental equipment strapped to her legs.
But see, me and Heavenly, we have good laughs.
I love Heavenly because she understands the situation of reality TV that you need a little drama.
And I can get honesty. I can get, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, true. Yeah, honesty does mean a lot.
Right, it means a lot to me.
Yeah, it does. You're right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, you know, I don't know if you want to kill off your honesty. You know what I'm saying?
Well, sure, I do.
And I'm not saying I can't get honesty from Mariah.
But you know, will stick up. I don't think
Mariah just sometimes can be a little more quiet with hers.
Right.
And she can keep things to herself. And I don't know if I would want to marry that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, and then you know, when you marry the person, you gotta marry everybody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
ooh, yes, Lake.
I gotta marry.
Baby, I'm gonna tell you about Lake, honey. Growing up, Lake never liked me.
Oh no.
Lake never liked me because me and Keisha was so close. So I'm pretty much pressing everything out.
Okay. Well, Lake likes me. I like Lake. I like Lake, and Mariah's mom is amazing.
Well, back then, I mean, literally, what hurt me so much about the situation, my mom battled drugs when I was growing up. And so for me to have a friend that I can go over their house and get something to eat, and I went from, I think in high school, I stayed in like maybe 4 or 5 different places.
Oh, wow.
And me and Keisha worked together, and she worked at Merry-Go-Round, I worked at DJ's, we was in a band together. They willed us that we was going to get married. So that's what hurt me the most of the whole situation. So that's why I was so emotional at that.
So you would marry Keisha?
Hell no. Hell no. No.
You want to marry Mariah?
No, to be honest, I would definitely shag Qua, because that body has been like that. That body haven't cracked since
she had no babies.
Right. I would have to kill Heavenly, and I would have to marry Mariah simply because we just got a relationship from 14 years.
Yeah, right? And I think I would have a little more fun with Mariah.
Yeah, of course.
Like vacation-wise and kicking it, you know, and all that. So,
baby, we are done. You have made a pillow, honey. I think the viewers really could get from this episode that day 2 can create something amazing and fabulous, really, really simple, easy, and most important, affordable. Just in case you didn't do too good, I was going to act like it. And you made an amazing pillow. You should give yourself a round of applause. That is really, really nice.
This invisible zipper though.
Yes. And you know, I've thought about it for several years now about dropping a House of Chappelle home line. And maybe after this episode, it'll give me some juice and some energy to create it. Thank you guys for logging on to House of Chappelle TV and tuning in to So Like a Pro with my special guest, Miss Toya Bush-Harris from Married to Medicine.
You know, if y'all want to check me out, look me up on what? Instagram.
Toya
Bush-Harris.
Twitter,
Facebook, Instagram.
Do you still have your Black Planet page?
No, I never had a Black Planet.
I had a Black. You didn't have a Black Planet?
No,
girl, you got your Black. Yes,
no.
I had a Black Planet page, MySpace, and then Facebook stole it. And
but you all can tweet me this season on tweet_Toya.
All right.
I'll be there.
Okay, cool. See you guys next week.
Oh, and so this is how you're creating when you're just...
Yes, we just pin, and then where we're pinning is when we eventually do the stitch. We can stitch those two together here. And let's pin here.
I need some dummies in my house.
Yes, dummies. Okay, dummies. Well, you had one, you divorced them. Now just playing.
I know. The shade.
Oh, my
God.
God.
No, he's not a dummy. He's actually, we co-parent really well.
Oh, that's cute. So you got 2 baby daddies.
Bitch, 2 husbands.
2, okay. Well, baby daddies, husbands.
No, fuck that shit.
It's the damn near the same thing.
It's the same.
That means they proposed to you, bitch.
Well, true. Well, but you got him. You caught him. And
Do that again. That clap bitch.
right, yeah.
No,